everyday triers, what's going on? Coming back at you. Friggin' got a pretty solid review here, in my humble opinion. A little bit of humble pie, a little bit exposure of ignorance, but either way, hopefully it'll help some of y'all out, or some of y'all that have questions. That's kind of my whole point of this channel, is every once in a while you'll find yourself looking for reviews, or you're looking for opinions, looking for thoughts on different operations, procedures, and just how to go about things. And just thought I'd share some of my experiences, this being one of them. So we're out on a voyage here with our camper, got it all set up, and now mind you, we got all of this stuff with the camper because we bought it used, and the guy bought, I wouldn't say like all the bells and whistles, but he bought a lot of the things, right? Like your leveling blocks, your freaking weight distribution, hitch and sway control thing, man, water, the hoses, the filters, there's very little that we had to really purchase to kind of do it right. But I will say that maybe this dude got taken to the cleaners, and they just really upsold them all the things and made a nice little fat paycheck. But so that's where kind of this comes in, right? Because I've been around towing trailers and that jazz, not travel trailers, but like car trailers, right? And I've seen the weight distribution hitches before. So you got your chain style here, and then there's another friction style that slips into like a bracket that comes off of here, and there's like a little L bracket, and these arms essentially rest on those brackets that are hanging down off of the frame of the trailer here. So seeing these, understand these, on board with those, and feel great about them, right? So I was like, okay, cool. This guy's got this weight distribution hitch. We're set up that way. And then he had this friction sway controlled thing. And I was like, man, that's kind of gimmicky. I don't even know. Like, you already got this. Why do you need that, right? So I ran around a lot with it off, or maybe not a lot, but like for the most part, I've ran around with this not there, right? So just running freestyle with the weight distribution hitch. So I ran into an issue on the last time I was out, because we had gusts of like 35 miles an hour, give or take, and it was like a consistent 15-ish mile per hour wind. And boy, let me tell you, maybe it's because it's a half-ton truck, single rear wheel, not a dually. Man, the sucker was going every which direction other than where I wanted it to go. Definitely found out, for you guys out there towing that are maybe having some issues with sway as well, keep it around 55, and it's definitely way more manageable. It's way more comfortable. As comfortable you can make that uncomfortability of the back of the trailer swaying around, right? So I upgraded the tires to beefier tires, just for like sake of mind for me. So I don't know if like that was part of the issue. I also got the Timbin stabilizer, like the little rubber guys there, so that's kind of helped. But then I started diving into really like, okay, why is it swaying so much, other than the fact that like in wind it will sway, it's gonna happen. But man, there were guys passing me left and right, you know, and I'm like, there's got to be something to it. So I found out that if you're running a weight distribution hitch, all that's going to do is help the truck and the trailer from sagging and squatting, right? Like, your weight distribution is to help distribute the weight, not to prevent sway. The one caveat would be for the arms that go into the brackets. Those do have a little bit of a friction-esque, I guess, feature to them, to where they will help with the sway a little bit. But if you guys are like, man, I'm deathly afraid to tow my trailer, and it is super squirrely and sketchy, and kind of a setup like ours tongue to bumper is 30 foot. This is a 27-foot camper, like the actual camper of it, and we're towing with a half ton, right? This is definitely, I would say, worth its money. It is a sway control, right? So it's not a sway eliminator. It's not a sway, what was the other thing I was thinking of? Sway eliminator, or like an anti-sway device. It is a sway control device. And I guess if I'm going to do my due diligence to y'all, like, don't put it on expecting that there's going to be zero sway and that life's going to be great. Now, I haven't dialed it in, but I felt good enough to do this review on this thing just after one shot. Now, today's tow was like 2.5 hours, and it was mostly highway, mostly 2-lane back roads too, or like 2-lane highways, right? So we're doing speed limit of 65, 60, but I was able to comfortably and confidently do like 60, and I wouldn't feel punished if I got up to 65. Maybe you guys feel somewhat the same way, where all of a sudden you look down, you're going down a hill or something, you're like, oh man, we're freaking booking it at like, 65 miles an hour right now, and the trailer's, really starting to take over and starting to, kind of go crazy. Like I said, with this guy, it will definitely help with sway control, where it won't feel like it's you and the trailer doing battle for who wants to go where and do what. Instead of it being more of like this herky-jerky, maybe, hey, we're doing this, we're doing that, and kind of take you by surprise, it's more of a gentle, like, push and ease, and you're like, oh, that's not too great. Oh, we don't like that. And you can control it a lot better, and you feel more in control. I mean, this is probably the most confident I felt on my setup since having it almost. I mean, it was super nice, made such a difference. We would still get passed by, your 18-wheelers every once in a while that would, kind of suck you over or blow you over, and but it wasn't this more like violent, rigid, like, whoa, man, we're doing battle with the trailer to try and keep it. It's more of just a gentle, like, oh, shoot, we're going over a little bit. Oh, we're hitting the rumbles. Like, let's get her back on track, and it was definitely worth its money in my opinion. But like I said, don't expect it to eliminate sway entirely. Don't expect it to go away. You are driving a giant sail down the freaking highway at 60 miles an hour, 55, 65 miles an hour. So just with that, I didn't have as many pucker moments, and I didn't feel like I was in a constant state of pucker like I did when I was driving in the other ones. I did check our windage this time, and it was still like a good maybe 15 mile an hour-ish wind, 14, 15 mile an hour wind, with gusts it was saying in the 25, but man, I feel like it was more than that. But I would be able to consistently go about 60 miles an hour. There were some moments where I would be in a crosswind instead of like a head or a tailwind that I noticed, okay, we need to kind of still be at 55, but it was an okay 55. It wasn't like I was tripping out like in those high speeds. So Husky makes this one. I think Kurt makes one that's roughly the same, but I guess if you look up for a friction sway control and put that on there, man, 10 out of 10. That definitely that meets my approval. And yes, I took it off to maneuver around the campground because it says to take it off if you're doing like sharp turns and stuff. But yes, I did have pins in it when I was in transit. So cheers. Let me know what you guys use. Let me know if, man, you got something else that works better. Let me know if you've tried this. Let me know just what your guys' setup is out there. So like, follow, subscribe. Get out of here, you stupid horsefly. Like, follow, subscribe. And yeah, keep trying. Keep after it. Stay in. Later. Eric from the future. Yes, so I was able to tow back in wind conditions that were similar to without the friction sway, and definitely a night and day difference in my opinion. You still do feel it. The wind still does blow. It's more like manageable turbulence than it is really like a battle of control though between the trailer and the truck. But definitely recommend. This is the Husky version. I think there's a Kurt version, and I had this thing cranked down pretty good, but maybe not pretty good, but I don't know. If you're having sketchy issues with your trailer swaying around, drive a little bit slower and put one of these friction things on there. Peace.